Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Myself Jivita. I'm just excited to start this playlist, which is NLP pre-processing steps. Okay, uh, if you're the one who is aspiring to become a junior developer, and if you're planning to learn generative AI stuff, I'm pretty much sure you people are directly starting with what are LLM models, how to work with LLM models, without understanding how do we clean data whenever you have a text. Understanding NLP techniques is super important. Always try to learn from a foundation so you can survive for long. I know competition is high, hype is very high related to this domain, and people have started implementing, chatbots, different projects related to LLMs, right? But the thing is, when you go for an interview, usually people ask you questions related to fundamentals. So make sure you make your fundamentals strong. Okay, once you make your fundamentals strong, you can survive it anywhere. Always try to learn from a scratch so that you understand it better. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to discuss about the very first data cleaning process in NLP, which is tokenization. It's an interesting concept. We'll understand what is tokenization, different types of tokenization, and also how to perform tokenization using NLTK library. Okay, so very first step, tokenization in the sense, it's a process of breaking text into a smaller pieces, which we call it like a tokens. Let's say you are given with a document, and if you pass entire document to your model will not understand. So you have to break them into a smaller pieces. We call them like a tokens. And these tokens can be a sentences, it can be words, or it may be a characters, depending on how deeply you want to analyze the text. Let's say, for example, I'm your teacher. If I teach you everything in one day, you don't understand. I have to break it down so that, every concept, if I explain it in every single day, you'll understand it better, right? Similarly, when you have some text data, documents, if you pass entire data to your model, it will not understand. So that's the reason you people have to break down that into a smaller and smaller pieces. We call it like a tokens. It can be a sentences, it can be words, or it can be a characters, depending on like how well you want to analyze your text. Okay, so before I start with how we can perform this tokenization, you need to understand different concepts, okay? Key terminologies in NLP data cleaning. Very first step is like a corpus, and then documents, vocabulary, and what is tokens. So let's understand one by one. First one is a corpus. Corpus in the sense it's an entire text or maybe the data set or a documents that you are trying to analyze. In this case, our paragraph with sentences is the corpus. It can be anything, okay? Your data set can be one corpus, multiple documents together can be one corpus, an article can be a corpus. Whatever whole data you're gonna consider, that's going to be like a corpus. Okay. So here, artificial intelligence is transforming the world. It helps automate tasks and make smarter decisions. AI is the future of technology. So this is basically our corpus. That is one kind of paragraph we are considering. Okay. So now it's a time to explore what exactly is a document. Document in the sense, it's a single unit of a text within a corpus. You have a paragraph, right? So if there is a paragraph, each sentence is treated as a document. Let's say, for example, you have an article. In article, each paragraph is treated like a document. Okay, similarly, if you have one single paragraph, in that each sentence is treated as a document. So in our example, you have this paragraph, right? Like corpus equals artificial intelligence is transforming the world, etc. So how many documents we have? So clearly we have three documents. You can see this is first document. Wherever you see the full stop, that's going to be like a first document. Each sentence is considered like a document. Hope this is clear. Corpus is a paragraph. Document means every sentence in a paragraph is basically a document. Okay, great. So next one, vocabulary. You know what is vocabulary? Vocabulary in the sense, set of all the unique words found across your entire corpus. So in our case, this is a corpus, right? So we have this paragraph. So if we can find set of all unique words, we call it like a vocabulary. So that means, see, from this paragraph, we are taking each word, and if there is repetition, it's going to take only one time. Okay, that is a vocabulary. See here, every item is or every word is taken only one time. If something is repeating, it is taken only one time. That is uniqueness. Okay, I hope this is clear. Next is tokens. Interesting thing. Tokens are basically the individual words from each document after tokenization. This is called as a word level tokenization. You have this corpus, right? Corpus in the sense like a paragraph. Then we learned each sentence is a document, and then we find a unique words in each sentence, and then whatever list of words you get it right, so we call them like a tokens or maybe the words. See here, for every sentence we are just collecting list of unique words, right? So that is going to be the tokens, or we call it like a words. Okay, I hope you understood what is corpus, what is document, vocabulary, and also the tokens. So now it's a time to perform tokenization using NLTK. Basically, there are three different ways to perform this tokenization. One is sentence tokenization, that is splitting your paragraph into a sentences. Then we have a word tokenization, wherein you can split your sentences into a list of words. And then we have a character tokenization, wherein you can also split your entire corpus paragraph into a characters, that is individual character. Okay. So very first thing, there are different libraries, okay, in order to perform this tokenization. One of them is like NLTK, sorry. You can also use a spatial library, and you can also use a transformer library as well. So, but here I'm using NLTK. This is a library related to NLP, which helps in cleaning the text kind of data. Okay. So, very first thing, what you people have to do is first import NLTK. Okay, once you import NLTK, you just need to import all the libraries related to them. So for that, what I'll do, NLTK, sorry, let's use NLTK dot download, and let's see all. So it's going to download all the libraries related to NLTK. So it will take some time, let it download. Okay, so by the time, let me just explain what is sentence tokenization. We already know sentence tokenization in the sense this is our text. So we just need to split this text into a paragraph of sentences, right? So for that, basically what we do, if you want to split your paragraph into a sentences, you have to import a library. So from nltk.tokenize, what you people have to do, you have to import sentence tokenize. So it should be just short form, that is a sent tokenize. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll just define sentences is equal to, I'll just call this sent tokenize, and I'll try to pass my text into it. Okay, so now if I print sentences, sorry, if I print sentences, so basically what it will give you a list of sentences. It's giving me error just because here you can see everything got downloaded. Let me just hide it. So it downloads all the required libraries. So first make sure you run this text, and then you have to run this particular code. Can you see the entire paragraph got divided into a list of sentences? If you want to see them individually, what you people can do, you can just implement a for loop. So for x in sentences, I'll just see print x. Great. See, can you see? The entire paragraph got divided into individual sentence. Okay. So this is called as a sentence tokenize. The next important thing is like a word tokenize. You know what is word tokenize? So for that, we just need to import from nltk dot tokenize. Let's import word tokenize. Okay, and then so word tokenization in the sense it's a splitting sentences into the individual words, right? So for that, what I'll do, I'll just make use of a for loop. Already we have the sentences, right? So let's use a for loop. So for x in sentences, which we already done with the help of sentence tokenize, I'm taking each sentence and I'm passing them into a word tokenize. I'm using a for loop and I'm passing every sentence into a word tokenize. So I'll pass x And finally, what I have to do, I just want to print words. So, can you see it gave us a list of tokens? You can see it gave us a list of tokens. Even, exclamatory, full stop is also considered as like one token. Okay, this is basically the word tokenize. I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear. So let's say what if you want unique words? Okay, so what if there are any repetition? Actually, there are no repetition in this case, but still, if there are any repetitive values, then if you want to find the unique values, then you just need to use a set of words. Set means, it just takes a unique values, right? Like no repetition. Great. Next. Next important thing is a word punctuation. You know what this word punctuation tokenization will do? It will split text into a words, very much similar to your word tokenization, tokenization only. But words and punctuation will mark separately. What it will do, it will divide text whenever it finds a word and also a punctuation symbol. In this case, you can see full stop and exclamatory considered like a two different words. Now let's try to implement this word punctuation and let's see what happens. Can you see here? Hello, how are you doing today? So hello is like one word, exclamatory is another word, and question mark is also another token. So every punctuation is considered as like one token. That is like one word. Okay. So you can perform this using word punctuation as well. So actually the same code you have to use it, but small changes. So from NLTK dot tokenize, so we have to import. So word punctuation, yeah, word tokenizer, yes. So I'll make use of a for loop. I'll just use for x in sentences. Already we have split a paragraph into a sentences, right? Let's make use of that only. So I'll just say like tokenizer is equal to. So let me call this word punk tokenizer. Okay, so I'm just initializing it. So once I initialize what I'll do, I'll just call that tokens, or you can actually directly pass your x into this. Yeah, you can directly pass into it and we can just call it like a tokens. Yes. And finally, we can just print our tokens. Takes one positional argument, but two were given. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll just initialize it and then let me call it like so tokenizer, and then it should be tokens is equal to just call your tokenizer dot. You have to use again a tokenize. Direct passing into a word punctuation tokenization will not work. So what you people have to do is like first you have to initialize them. Okay, try to initialize this word punctuation tokenizer and then call the tokenizer and then use tokenize method and then try to pass your x. Okay, and then finally try to print out tokens. It's going to give you. So can you see now? So previous case with a normal word punctuation, the full stop and exclamatory was taken like a different words, right? Different tokens. But when you use word punctuation tokenization, I mean like tokenizer, it will treat the punctuations as one particular token. It's not splitting, rather it's giving together. Rather, it is giving together. Okay, this is our difference between actual word tokenizer and also word tokenizer. I hope it's clear. So next important thing is like a character tokenization. So character tokenization in the sense it is used to split the text into a characters. So very simple. Let's say you have a text, right? What if you want to print them into a characters? You can just use list of text. If you pass your entire text into a list, it's going to give you a list of characters. See, you got a list of characters. Hope it's clear. So similarly, and one more, create a vocabulary of unique words. You already know. So words are basically going to give you like this. If you want to find the unique words, you just need to use set of unique words. Set of words in the sense set doesn't allow duplicates. Okay. So this is all about, different types of tokenizations that you need to master. Why tokenization? So we all know that if you pass text directly into your model, it will not understand. So computers can't naturally understand a language. So tokenization basically helps in breaking sentences into a words or pieces that machine can process. So this is the first step in text pre-processing. Usually, it prepares raw text for analysis in NLP tasks like translation, while creating chatbots, or while doing sentiment analysis. It builds structure and meaningful information. Dividing text into sentences or words helps identify patterns, word frequency, and also we can also understand relationship between the words. And this is required for machine learning models. Models like BERT or GPT need tokenized input to convert words into a vectors or a numbers for training and prediction. So converting text into a numbers and all we will be seeing in upcoming videos. So this is all about a tokenization that you need to master. A quick recap. So what we discussed was like what is tokenization, what is corpus, what is document, what is vocabulary, what is tokens. And in different approaches, sentence tokenizer, word tokenizer, and also word punctuation tokenizer. And also we discussed about how to find unique words and also how to split over a character, right? So this is all about a tokenization. I hope you like my video. If you like the video, if you have understood something, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also comment regarding like what topic you have to learn from me. Thank you. Happy learning.